Kwam Yasharala, all esteem to the Father. Rise and shine, the kingdom on our mind. Redeeming the time, the days are evil. The body of believers, we rise for the truth. Preaching from the booth, screaming from the roof. Share it in the group, reprove and rebuke. Gird up in truth. Kwam Yasharala, Yahuwah is our Abba. Satan can't stop us. We sending up a shout. Got a rod in our mouth. We connected to the host. Yahuwah's Abba. Yahuwah's Abba.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to another video with your host, Whole Armor of Yah. Now, I'm sitting here watching this Chosen Global Live Event Season 2, Episode 2. I'm doing this video under the Fair Use Act. You understand? So just want to put that disclaimer out there under the Fair Use Act.
Someone die?
Yes.
Fair Use Act here. Pull it up.
I think.
Pull it up here. Fair use. There it is. There's your disclaimer.
But it felt sudden.
All right. Now I'm watching this here bullshit. Look at this.
He was an architect. That's what he wanted to be his whole life.
Look at this here.
I don't know. Bring him in, I guess. Let Jesus figure it out.
Look at the views on this here.
And who has friends?
This was live at one point. This was April 13th. Back in AOK, probably week and a little over a week and a half ago. Now I wanted you to see this here. I want you to see this. Look on his hoodie there. Look on his hoodie. It says, The Chosen. And the name of the show that they showcasing on here is called The Chosen Live Stream. Right? They're doing a broadcast of a show and they live streaming it on YouTube here. Right? The Chosen. You gotta be out your doggone mind. Brothers and sisters, look at here. This is the reason why the wide is the way. You see? See, this is your deception. See, this is why the world today, the Apocrypha tells us that the world that was created was for many. But the world to come is for few. Why? Is because look at these views. Look at these views. And there's a whole bunch of other YouTube channels out there that the masses are going to. You see, if you go to my YouTube channel, look at my views. 18 views, 17 views. That's because brothers like me, Nima Laverne, Big Judah, Big Levi, Lisa Cabrera, you know, we don't get that many views is because we tell that raw and uncut truth. We don't tell no feel good truth, no feel good, tell you what you want to hear, stay on the surface. See, they want to stay on the surface. See, they want to be included in everything. See, they want to be chosen too. But see, this is the reason why they stole our birthright, is because they didn't have an inheritance of their own. Because it's been so embedded in their subconscious that they truly believe that they're also chosen. and they think that the Most High's gospel and his ordinance is for the whole world, and that's not true. It is not for the whole world. Our Most High and our Messiah was very direct about what he said and what he meant about his chosen people. That he is their Elohim and none else. For the other nations did not know him because he didn't deal with them like that. See, this is the reason why the world to come is for few. Is because of this right here. See? You got to enter ye into the strait gate. You can't veer off to the left. You can't veer off to the right. You got to go in straight. The right way. And who is the right way? You have to deal with the Most High's chosen people. You can't just automatically put yourself in there because you say so. You have to be adopted into this. You have to understand that we didn't even choose ourselves. We had nothing to do with it. You can't just wake up in the morning and say, hey, I'm chosen. I'm part of the chosen elect. I got on a hoodie and I got chosen on my hoodie, and I'm going to make a show called Chosen, and you're going to put a bunch of European actors in it. Look at this. Look at this. And I bet you these actors in this show is from that land, that so-called land over there that's getting bombed right now. If you are the chosen, why is your city on fire if you chosen? Huh? Israel, Jerusalem, why are you fighting? You supposed to be the bound woman with her hands shackled and her feet shackled, unable to fight her battles. Your Savior is supposed to save you. Your Redeemer is supposed to save you. Why are you firing back missiles? Why are you fighting your battles? Because you were never bound. That's why. You were never in a Holocaust. That's why. Now you making anti-Semitic comments. Yeah, well, hey, that's because you're anti-Semitic people. You ain't Semitic in the first place. And it's Shemitic, not Semitic. You don't get to change the definition of the term. It's Shem. Our forefather is Shem. And we are the Shemitic people by bloodline, by birthright. You can't just automatically put yourself into that. We couldn't automatically put ourselves into that. It was the Most High who chosen us. You see? And see, this is why the world to come is for few. Because look at the views on this. Look at the brainwashing, the amount of brainwashing on this here. Look at this. You see this? This goes to show you right here. Look at my YouTube channel. 20 views, 4 views, 9 views, 11 views. I'm not complaining. Wherever my videos go, whoever they reach, that's who they reach. That's who the Most High chose to listen to the content, to get the truth the way it's supposed to be given. That's for the few, the faithful few. You see? This is the reason why wide is the way. Let's read that. Let's read that. Look, enter ye into the strait gate. Let me zoom this in here. Let's highlight that. Enter ye into the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. There's a whole bunch of people, brainwashed people, that they still stuck on this Christianity, these Christian movies, these Christian documentaries. They don't want to read through the scriptures and see the hidden meanings, the code, the secret talk, the language of the gods that only the elect will know. They don't want to hear nothing about, well, you know, your Negroes are the chosen people. They don't, and everyone else, you have to be adopted in according to the Most High's discretion. They don't want to hear any of that. No. No. Everybody on earth is chosen. Everybody on the planet can call on his name and be saved. Everybody can go to heaven. Everybody is going to go to heaven as long as you accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. Well, I'm here to tell you their YouTube channel. What's this YouTube channel here? The Chosen. Hey, here, if any y'all catch this, I want y'all to play this back to them. Send him a link that I said this. Hey, their YouTube channel. Look at it. He got 1.3 million subscribers, 2 million views. Hey, listen here, Chosen. Let me tell you something. Listen to me clearly. Here. Negroes are the Most High's chosen people. You don't get to choose yourself. When you choose yourself, what you're essentially doing is exalting yourself. And when you exalt yourself, scripture should tell you that you shall be brought low, you shall be made desolate. You will be brought low. You see? Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. What is this broad way, brothers and sisters? The broad way is what everybody is doing, at the time that they feel is comfortable. See, people are herds. They're herded by nature. They're led by nature. It's the blind leading the blind, you see, and they're also creatures of habit. So people are naturally gonna go with what is popular. You see, they have very limited knowledge and understanding, so they adhere and cling on to people that have that same sentiment, has that same level of comprehension. You see, because they don't go any deeper than they ought to go. You see, they go with what is normal. They stick to what is normal. They stick to what is familiar. You see? What sounds good, what sounds right. See, when you go to telling them and letting them know that everything that they've been taught was wrong, see what that does is that creates a conflict of interest in their brain. Something don't sit right. See, when you start telling them that the Most High has a peculiar people, a special people, then what they'll say is, yeah, well, that's everybody. Everybody can be saved. Really? Then what is the point of the Most High using the word chosen? But then when you ask them that question, then that's when they'll say, well, the Bible's been tampered with. That's when they say the Bible's been tampered with. That's when the Bible's been altered. The Bible's been tampered with so many times. When you have to ask those hard questions, when they're faced with the hard questions and dealing with the scriptures the way it's supposed to be dealt with, oh, that's when the Bible has been tampered with. But as long as you preach it the same way they heard it over the years, it's true then. It's true then. As long as you stick with, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. If you stick to that and you don't expound on that, and you just let them hear that, that's all they know. That's all they want to know. If you leave that alone, that applies to everybody. You see? Let's read this second part right here. And it says, and many there be which go in thereunto. Many be which go in thereunto. You see, it's going to be many people. Many people. See, this is why the Most High said an elect, a remnant, a remnant. Because there's a lot of people still drinking the proverbial Kool-Aid right here. Look at this. This is just one. I just clicked on this to check this out. This video here. The Chosen. The Chosen. Because that's the theme that's going on right now. That is the theme. That is the current energy that's flowing across the earth right now. Why? Why? It's because the word chosen, follow me now, listen to me. Listen to me clearly. The word chosen right here, this word here is so prevalent right now, is because the Most High, our Mashiach, is doing some exposure. It's doing some exposure. He is going to expose the other nations, and he is going to expose his people. Because the word chosen right here is a word that shows segregation. This word right here shows special, where a living deity, saw favor in a group of a society, a group of people, a bloodline of people, and saw favor in that group of people, and decided upon himself to choose. See, that's special. That's special. But see, everybody want to be special. Everybody wants to be the golden child. And see, they're willing to take on identities to keep the masses asleep in order to obtain that birthright. But see, you can't do that. You can't do that. You putting the cart before the horse. See, had you remained humble, and played your part in the role in the scheme of things the way the Most High has set it up, you probably would have had a place in the kingdom. But no, you wanted to take it upon yourself to be something and do something outside of your means. and go above and beyond of what you were capable of doing, you made a terrible mistake, a big mistake. So you have to humble yourself. For all souls belong to the Most High. But no, you don't want to humble yourself. You don't want to humble yourself. You want to be that which you ain't. You want to play roles that doesn't belong to you. You want to force the issue. But see, let's see what the remnant. Let's read about the remnant here. Matthew 14. Let's talk about the remnant. You see these views? 2 million views. 1.3 million subscribers. That's this right here. That's verse 12 right here. Therefore, let me see. I'm Salakia. Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye into the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Now let's read about the remnant here. Let's go to my channel here. I only got 18 views, 183 subscribers. Okay, so let's read here. Let's read here. Because look. You see this? Now I guarantee you this chosen channel ain't pick up on this. You see, wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction. Let's copy this. Let's put this down here. Paste. Let's bold that. Make that bigger. Let's see, 20. Okay. So we can see that. Let's make that a little bigger here. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. It says, wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Now watch this right here. Copy this. See, they don't pick on little subtleties like this right here. I'm going to show you. They don't pick up on little subtleties like this. See, they read the Bible. They let people tell them what it is. And look at this. I also want to pull this out right quick. Let's go back here. Look at this. Look how primitive they look. Look how primitive they look. Sleeping out there in tents. Look, let's look at the let me see, did they show any city stuff? I just want y'all to see. I don't want y'all to hear no dialogue or anything, cause it's garbage. Jesus this and Jesus Christ that. Jesus Christ doesn't exist. That's your Caesar Borgia. Look at this. Looking all dirty and dusty. And you don't see nobody in here washing up all this itchy burlap. They didn't wear no stuff like this. They didn't wear clothes like this, sandals. You know what I mean? Our people didn't dress up like this. Our people wore the finest attire. They wasn't dusty and dirty and dingy, wearing burlap and wool and things of that nature. Our people wore the best of the best. And they didn't walk. Only time they had to walk is when the Most High had to move them rapidly and had to get them out quick, fast, in a hurry. Our people had transportation. Look at this. Y'all always keep depicting them living in these dilapidated, busted buildings. Our people lived in the finest of architecture. Our people lived so long, and you think that they wasn't smart enough to build, and they didn't use candles all over the place. Why you think that they using chosen? Why you think that they use candles, wax? No, man. My goodness, bruh. See, this is the reason why our people gonna fail, because of lack of knowledge and understanding. That's why our people gonna fail. They didn't use candles back then, man. They had light bulbs. They had electricity. They had running water. They had plumbing. That's why these devils need to stop making movies and shows about our people. You have no idea. They didn't drink out of no wooden cup. They used the finest of materials. And they were still humble and noble people. Israel was one of the richest nations on the planet. Was the richest nation on the planet. We didn't have to drink out of no wooden cups and use candles. We had electricity. You mean to tell me that you have an almighty Elohim and he's going to let you use a candle for light? And he's not going to show you how to use electricity, use the energies of the planet man, get out of here. Get out of here. This is why we need to stop watching this garbage. But you know what? Our people are right here. Check this out. Let's finish this up right here. It says, wide is the way. Hold on. Wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Now watch this. This is a little subtlety that they always miss right here. Let's read this again. Wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Watch this. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way that leadeth unto life. You see this? This is this because of this. You see? You see? Basically what the Messiah is saying is if you ask a brother and say, well, why you walking on over why you going over there to that building? And he'll say, well, because that building too small. he say, well, why you driving that truck? Because that truck's too small. They do the same thing. But they going in two different directions. They're going in two different directions. He wants to be in the big, beautiful truck. He don't want to ride in a little bitty tiny truck and barely got gas in it, little Toyota. No, he wants to ride in the big F-350. That's the one he wants to go in. You see, but it is going in a different direction. He wants to go to the big skyscraper, the big building with the pretty lights and the glamorous and the luxury and things of that nature. He don't want to live in the apartment building. He don't want to stay in the motel. He wants to go to the Hyatt. You see? He don't want to go for the $15 a night hole in the wall and settle for that. That's because straight is the gate Straight is the gate. You got to walk in straight. You can't veer off to the left. You can't veer off to the right. And it says, and narrow is the way. Narrow. Narrow. How it is narrow. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't be wishy-washy. You got to stand on the truth. You got to stand on the truth. You got to get the truth. And you got to come correct. You have to see it. You have to see the truth for what it really is. You playing with the truth. See, this is what they doing. They're playing with the truth. And I'm still viewing this under the Fair Use Act there, YouTube. You a devil too, YouTube. Care nothing about your platform. You see? Because, see, they missed this word right here. Because this way is the hard way. Because you have to deal with the hard truth. The hard truth. The Negro. You have to deal with the Negro. See, you want to talk about Jews and Holocaust and all of that and genocide of them people back in the 1400s and the early 1300s or whenever that happened. But you don't want to deal with the Most High's chosen people, what you did to us here in these lands. You have to deal with that. You got to deal with that. You're going to deal with that. And see, straight is the gate and narrow is the path. See, this is here. Here's your wide gate right here. Here's your wide gate. See, they want to come over here and listen to this. See, this is your wide gate right here. Look at all of these people. 2 million views. This is your wide gate. This is your blind leading the blind. Your false prophets and your false teachers that's leading the people astray. But see, here is your narrow path right here. You see that? Only few. What it says is the way that leadeth unto life. And what it say? And few there be that finds it. Yeah, I'm showing you how the scriptures apply to everything, every facet of man on the planet here. Every aspect of it. You see, I'm showing you firsthand. See, here's your narrow path, your few, your elect, your little 7. Look, see my 7 views, 19 views. If we go to look at this. Let's go to Big Judah's channel. Look at his videos don't even populate because of what YouTube is doing. But look at this. Look at his views. 10,000 views, 15K views. You see he got 50K subscribers. You know, this is for the remnant. For the few. You see? This is for the few. But when you go here, here's your wide is the way that leadeth unto destruction. This is your false teacher, your false prophet. He wants to interject himself as being chosen. Not so, not now, and not ever. Now I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say not ever, because the Most High can choose who he chooses. But what I'm saying is, you can't choose yourself, is what I'm saying. Nobody on this earth can choose themselves, can interject themselves in the Most High's graces. It's He who chooses. It's He who chooses. You can't choose yourself. You just can't say, I'm the Most High's chosen child. No. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He has made his choice before the foundations of this earth, before the establishment of the cosmos. He's made his choices. And it's very arrogant of us to think that we can just interject ourselves into his covenant. Abraham didn't go unto the father and say, hey, I want you to make a covenant with my seed. It didn't happen like that. The Most High went to Abraham and made a covenant with Abraham's seed. The Most High took it upon himself to do that. So you just can't say that you're chosen. Nobody on this earth can say that they're chosen. Only the Most High know who's who in his garden. The Most High has already chosen his people. So when you go to talking about this right here, look. It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that finds it. Very few. It's for the few. You see? You see? See right here. Second Esdras 8:1. See? Let's put this in here. See, you just can't interject yourself. You can't interject yourself. You just can't be like, oh, I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and I'm gonna be saved. No. It does not work like that. See? Few. Here's the word few. There be that finds what? Narrow is the way that leadeth unto life. It's the hidden truth. It's the hard to deal with, ugly truth. The ultimate truth. The truth that hurts. The truth that purifies. That corrects. It's the hard truth. It's the chastising truth. The truth that when you hear it, it cuts you so deep, but it liberates you at the same time. It's the hard truth. The truth that a lot of people do not like to hear, that don't like to deal with it. Right here, this is the truth that the few is going to seek for. This is the truth that the remnant is going to look for. The few, the faithful few is going to look for the hard truth. And that's who the world is meant for. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but the world to come for few. You see? You see this? Those that listen to these and watch these YouTube videos right here, look at these millions of views. You see? What do they get? What do they get? They're being led to destruction. Sheep being led to the slaughter. The blind leading the blind sheep to the slaughter. Leadeth to destruction. But if they decide to, you know what, I'm going to stop listening to this YouTube channel. I'm going to come over here to Big Judah's YouTube channel, or Whole Armor's Yah YouTube channel, or Benaiah Israel's YouTube channel, or Awakening Remnant's YouTube channel. Lisa Cabrera. Let's see here. Big Levi. Here you go, Big Levi right here. Go over to his channel. Here you go. Come over here to this channel. Get very good teaching. Come over to this channel here. Leland Jones. Come over to this YouTube channel. Come over to this YouTube channel. Mike Mick Malice here. Here's Nima Laverne. She talks about the constellations of the stars and the music and the vibrations in heavens, and how these energies are resonating with our people, sending messages to let us know that our time is of being subjugated is over, and our time of restoration is upon us. See, this is the hard truth. See, they don't want to come over here to these YouTube channels. You see, that's why they're going to be led to the destruction. But if they come over here and watch these YouTube videos, what it's going to do is going to lead them unto life. And it's going to be for the few. The few. You see, and he answered me saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. You see that? You see that? Here's the word few. This is your King James right here, and this is your Apocrypha, King James, second Esdras. You see? Few. Few. Here's playing out right here before your very eyes, right here. Here is your leadeth unto destruction right here. I don't want to hear nothing he got to say, because he's leading the people astray. But I just wanted to make this quick video right here to point that out. We're not gonna we're gonna keep the faith, brothers and sisters. Those who will get the ultimate truth, the hard truth, nothing but the truth. So help us, Yah. We gonna stand on that truth, 10 toes down, baby. And we gonna continue to teach the word the way the word is supposed to be taught. And we are not gonna bite our tongue, and we're not gonna waver. We're not gonna waver. So shalom, house of Israel and the daughters of Zion. Keep the faith. Keep the faith.